against all odds. No one expected it, but Team Impulse has taken a game. Gate, I joke, but there is kind of this expectation that you guys are like the velocity level team. Law Esports even went to so far as to say hello relegation. Did you get to see that?
Yeah, there's a lot of criticism on our roster right now as it is, which is not really that fair. Our actual starting five has not even played a single game yet, so it's kind of hard to judge if you don't know anything about the players yet, right?
I mean, people also point to what feels like from the outside a lack of support staff on the tip end. Like you have a lot of people that are like, here's our coach, here's our assistant coach, here's our like team of analysts, here's our sports psychologist, here's our professional masseuse. Like I don't know, what is the support staff like for tip right now?
Well, really, we have our coach Jason. He helps us with pick and ban, but it's not that crazy of a support staff compared to other teams.
Yeah.
The reason is mainly because this team is, like everyone thinks, kind of not. I don't want to say last minute, but everyone knows Tip was planning to sell before the season.
Yeah.
So, and the sale didn't go through. That's all.
So how did you end up? Did you just like stick around the whole time, or how did you end up back on the team?
After last season, I had plans to just look for other teams. I didn't think Tip would invite me for another season. Just started looking around in challenger teams mostly because I think I just wanted to play challenger again. But at the same time, I thought just being in an LCS team would be better experience because you get to play against better teams and better players. I mean, surprisingly, I'm even playing a different role in the LCS, or I should be. I've been playing mid like so far, but I just wanted to play in an LCS team, and really, the Lucas, our manager now, he knows me from last season, so he thought he would get me for the support position.
What honestly do you feel the chances are that you guys end up having to face off against challenger teams in relegation?
Like it's like a thought we'd play relegation, but I also think just to be honest, I think we're rebuilding as a team. I don't expect like top one finish in the season. I just at best, we'd be top four, but that's looking too far ahead. I just want to focus on the games now, and our imports actually get here today, so after that, I think we just focus developing this team, and I have a lot of hope for our team.
Does that mean we'll be able to see your imported players tomorrow?
There's I mean, I think there's a good chance they'll play tomorrow, but I don't know. Who knows what could happen tomorrow?
It's all in the air.
Yeah.
Now, you guys just beat Cloud9, and I think a lot of people were not expecting that. It was a pretty big surprise to a lot of people just because, as you mentioned, you guys are powering up, not even playing with your main roster. Cloud9 has this long legacy. What do you think happened there? Do you think it was you guys stepping up and overperforming beyond people's expectations, or do you think it was like a C9 choke, I guess?
I get the feeling that C9 were just taking us lightly as well. Like maybe they didn't prep as much, and they wanted to play like more prep into their next game on Sunday. But I definitely think that we're not as bad as people think. I guess last week's game made us look pretty bad. I won't deny that. But this week it's a different tip. And also I think Seraph, our sub, really stepped it up for this Cloud9 game.
So many people were talking about the fastest loss in NALCS history last week. What does that do for the team mentality afterwards? Was it very somber, or was it still like, hey, we don't have our guys yet, everything's okay?
Of course, going into the game, we thought it would be a much closer game. A lot of unfortunate things happened in the game, and we all think like it's no one's fault. We were pretty unpracticed that week. Actually, coming together, we've been together for like 2 weeks, but since everything was getting settled, last week we only got in 3 scrim sets. That's like nothing for practice. So we were pretty uncoordinated, and this week we got a lot more practice, and we managed to beat Cloud9. So I think we're just improving as a team as it goes, like I said.
So what do you think in your mind, like when you're thinking about, I know you said you're focused on what's going on right now, but surely you have some idea of like where you feel like you guys can end up at the end of the split. If you had to place yourself, 8 weeks down the line, 7 weeks down the line, what would that be?
Well, best case scenario is our Koreans come, we get carried by our Koreans as expected, and we are top 3. But ideally, I think what's okay for me is if we're just middle of the pack this split and we go hard summer split.
Is there anything that you would like to say to any of the Tip fans that have stuck around and currently being berated by like the Immortals fans and the Cloud9 fans and all that stuff?
Um, well, for all you Tip fans still alive out there, this team is still going strong. We're on the upward trend right now. We're not going down. So thanks for everyone that's been supporting me and the team. I know the first week was rough, but I expected that as well. So thank you again.
Well, thank you so much for the interview. Good to see you back again. It was really fun when you came in last split, so happy to see you again this year. And best of luck to Tip throughout the split. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of our coverage of all things League of Legends at gamespot.com/LOL.